What a week in the United States as we get closer to the election, but the second time we have to talk about someone trying to kill Donald Trump. Megyn Kelly is the best in the business. The only place you'll see her in Australia is on this show, which is the greatest honour of our broadcasting time. Lovely to see you, Rockstar. How are you?
Great to be back with you, Paul. Unbelievable, right? What a news cycle.
Like, the fact that there are people that are still referring to it as alleged, attempted, the downplay, right? The only reason Donald Trump is still alive is because one person saw something rustle, and by the way, even when they shot at them, didn't kill the gunman.
No, exactly right. And they're referring to it as the incident. If you check the papers today, many, I have to tell you, I think so far almost all are blaming this on him. Wow. It's too close to the election, so they can't just get honest about the danger to his life and their role in causing it. It's his fault. He brought this on himself with his own incendiary rhetoric. It's not what they say about him, that he's Hitler-esque, that he's a threat to democracy. They can't make the argument that he's not a great candidate. We don't like him. We didn't think he did a good job. Those are all fair things to say if you don't like Donald Trump. They always have to take it to an 11. He's a threat. He must be terminated. We have to end him. There was somebody on saying he needs a bullet to stop him. Truly, this is beyond the pale, and it can indeed have the effect of motivating psychos like this guy. Now, normally, this is the left making this argument, that some random comment about some random thing caused some mass shooting. And we on the right are saying, that's not true. Stop trying to tie blanket policy statements into the mind of a madman. This guy does not seem like a madman. He seems a little wacky, seems a little out there, but he doesn't seem to have that sort of schizophrenic trigger that we see in these 22-year-old young men who unleash carnage on, schools and grocery stores and so on. This guy's rhetoric is directly in line with the messages we've been hearing from Joe Biden, from Kamala Harris, from top Democrats about how Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. And he had been identified as a threat over and over and over again by American citizens speaking with random Customs and Border Patrol officials and others within the State Department for the past couple of years under the Biden administration as a potentially violent man, as the most dangerous man many of them had encountered as he tried to amass troops to go help fight in Ukraine, and appears to have not been on their radar at all. And then you get to what happened down at Mar-a-Lago. Well, steps from Mar-a-Lago, which is Trump International Golf Course, where he went. And the Secret Service now, the head of this thing now, after the other lady got forced out, is trying to take a victory lap today, saying, oh, my guys, they found the shooter. One of my guys saw the shoot. Yes, okay, to his credit, good for that guy. Who was guarding the perimeter? They say there was somebody. They claim that there was somebody on perimeter patrol. How did he miss this shooter who, according to the FBI affidavit in support of the charges that have been brought and wait for 12 hours? He showed up there at 2 a.m. He got caught at 1:30 p.m. He'd been there if they had somebody on the perimeter, it wasn't somebody who was very good. And what we heard from the local sheriff is Trump still doesn't have the same resources as a sitting president. I realize he's not sitting president, but has the sitting president had a near-death experience within the last 2 months where he got shot in the head? He hasn't. It's time to amp it up and take this seriously. And the reason they won't is because at best, they don't care if Donald Trump gets hurt. And realistically, many of these Democrats want him. They want him to get hurt.